Hey you guys, I'm sorry I was gone for so long. I promise I won't do it again. But here I have an alpha brush that was sent to me. I'm going to be using it in this video. It is my first time using it in this video, but I've used it about 5 times since then. So the brush that I got is an oval brush. They have oval and round, and I got the oval. But the one thing that I want to say before I forget, what I love about this brush is it does not get acrylic stuck in it so easy. And with my old brush, I would literally get acrylic stuck in it after every set. And I always thought that it was me, but after this brush, I know that it's not me. It's the brush. But anyways, so I'm going to be showing you guys in the video, like, this is like where it says, like, it has like the number, what kind of brush it is, all of that. So I'm gonna take off the cap. In a minute you'll see, whenever you get a new brush, you have to make sure that you like take out the stuff in the brush that is keeping it shaped the way it is. So you'll see like how I'm like trying to loosen it and like get all of the stuff out. I forget like what it's called or like how they call it or whatever, but you just have to just, you know, loosen it up because it is going to be hard. But I put it in some brush conditioner because it really wasn't loosening that easy. Usually you can see it like flake, like the little white stuff that's like keeping it together, you can just see it flake off, but that wasn't really happening with this brush. So I put it in some brush conditioner. I used Mia's Secret brush conditioner. They have a cleaner too that's super good, but I really like their conditioner too, and I get it from Nail Supply Glamour online, so you guys can get that, and it's like really inexpensive. But the cleaner does run out fast. I don't know if that's because I just use too much product or if it just runs out fast because there's not that much. Anyways, so yeah, you'll see that I'm going to put like the conditioner on it, and it kind of helped a little bit, but then after that I just put it into some monomer and it like loosened it up or whatever really fast. But yeah, so I really like the brush, but like I said, I'm going to have to get used to it if I want to keep using it a lot. So something that I will say that I like about this brush is it's very easy to clean around the cuticle with this brush because of the way it's shaped, I guess. And you'll see like in this video how I like clean around the cuticle. It just fits so perfectly. With my other brush, it doesn't fit so good. Like I have to actually like do like what I just did with my fingers. I have to do that to my other brush to actually get it in the corners of the cuticles or whatever. So here you'll see like I'm using it. And another thing that I really liked about this product is I could tell that it wasn't really sweeping a lot of product away. So it like built the product up really good, so I really like that. But I will say I think it might take me a long time to get used to it because of how it's shaped, even though it does have its pros to how it's shaped. So I'll keep you guys updated on the brush, how I'm liking it, how it's keeping up. I don't even think it's shed. For the first 5 times that I've used it, I don't think it has shed, not that I can remember. But I'll keep you guys updated on how I like the brush. Okay, so on this nail you can see like there was something on it before. So I tried to put the flower on it the first time and I took it off because I felt like it was going to be too bulky. Like there was going to be just too much going on, too much like product. Like it just looked like I didn't push the flower down like hard enough to like flatten it. So I just took it off. I like filed like the acrylic that wasn't dry yet off, and I'm just reapplying it. And I put down some Mia Secret what is it called, like resin, gel resin, glue resin, I don't know, but it's basically a glue and it's really good for this kind of stuff. I used to use it for my stones, but I would notice that the stones would fall off sometimes, and you know, if somebody pays for their stones, they don't want them to fall off. So I stopped using it for that. I now use an actual like gel that you have to cure underneath the light, and I have that in my description box if you want to get it. It's super good. I never have any stones fall off with that gel resin or whatever you call it. It's in the description box. So for the Mia Secret glue, I just use it for like things like this that I need to like glue onto the nail actually. So So on this nail, I feel like I'm so out of breath. Sorry. Okay, so on this nail, I'm going to be doing a 3-color ombre. It's going to be red, orange, and perfect nude from Valentino. The orange is from NailedbyJohn, and the red is from Valentino as well. And I'll have all of the colors that I use, like what brands they are, in the description box. Always, it'll just be like at the very bottom. You just have to scroll down past all the links. And I have all those links there because everybody always asks me where I get this, where I get that. So those are the links. Click on them. If you don't want to click on them, that's fine. But more than likely, if you ask me what it is in the comments, I'm going to tell you it's in the description box because I took the time out to put those all there. Okay, so now back to the flower. You want to make sure that you clip off all of the edges of the flower that are like hanging off the free edge of the nail, because if you don't and you leave it there and it never comes off, you have a chance of the whole like nail peeling with the acrylic, if it makes sense. Like the actual nail tip won't come off, but everything else will. And that has happened to me before with a client. So just take my word for it and just make sure you clip the edges very good. Or if you're using I can't even think of the name right now, but it's like the paper that you can crumble up and put on the nail. If you're using that, make sure you cut it out to the nail perfectly and don't let anything hang off, because that can happen. Like it can come off. You don't want that to happen. It was pretty hard to do this like flower nail because in the middle of the flower, like, I don't know, what is that part called where you get like the pollen for the bees? I don't know, I could be sounding stupid right now. But the middle of the flower was so like thick and the leaves were so thin. So the nail was kind of like uneven, so I had to even out the acrylic. So I had to like put it in certain spots and not put it in other spots. Also, another thing you want to make sure that you do is, since you have to clip the free edges of the like flower or whatever kind of nail art that you're using, you also have to make sure that you are capping those with your acrylic. So you saw like a minute ago at the tip of the nail, I went back and I put clear acrylic there because I wanted everything to be sealed in. Okay, so I know you guys really want me to do a shaping video, and I'm going to get to that, but my next video is going to be like the 3 ball method or 3 bead method, and it's just like plain like pink nails, but they're really cute. So that's gonna be my next video, and then after that I promise I will make a shaping video. I just want you guys to let me know down in the comments how you actually want me to show you how I shape. Do you want me to show you the shaping whenever I first put the nail tips on, or do you want to like give you a detailed like shaping video of whenever the nails like are already done and I'm shaping them after the fact? So let me know about that down in the comments. Okay, so for this nail, I just took some petals off of the flower that I messed up on and like just tore them off, like 1 or 2 or 3 petals, and then I put them on the pinky. And I also took some red, like smaller flowers from another container that I have of flowers that's in also in my description box, and I just like put them on there too since I'm doing a red and orange ombre. And then on the bottom I put Perfect Nude, so it's like a ombre nail, but it's basically like an ombre to clear with flowers in it. Okay, also in the comments down below, please let me know exactly what you guys want me to explain in my voiceovers. Like, it's not that I don't want to do voiceovers for you guys. One, it's like whenever I do a voiceover, it's going to take me even longer to upload the video because I have to find time to just talk through an hour-long video. And two, it's like I don't know what I should be talking about. I don't know what you guys don't know and what you do know. So let me know down below in the comments what you don't know or what you just want me to talk about on my voiceovers. Like, do you want me to tell you how to do a good ombre? Like, I just don't know. Just let me know. So for the thumb, I really never know what to do for the thumb because it's just kind of there and people don't really see it. So on the thumb, I just decided to do like a color mix, and at first the colors weren't really mixing that well. And sometimes that'll happen, like you'll get acrylic colors that sometimes they'll mix really well with each other and you can like do all kinds of like cool like little designs with it. Or other times you'll get acrylic colors that just the consistency, they don't really want to like mix with each other, or they just don't want to move around like too much, or they don't just want to like fade. Like that happens all the time. You just have to find like those perfect colors that will do that. And if you like don't have those perfect colors, like you can honestly just work with it and just kind of make it happen. So as you can see, I put a little bit of the colors there, and it wasn't as far down as I wanted it to be, but I knew I wanted this nail to be more of like, I wanted the ombre to be higher up than the colors actually were. So as you can see in a second, I go back in and add more of the red and orange because it was too high up, like it was just gonna look weird. And I'm just basically just putting the colors and I just mix them around. Nothing like specific, literally just swirling and mixing them around, just trying to fade it and make it look nice. And then in a minute you'll see I'll go back over the colors again with the ombre just to like give it that good fade and not make it look too harsh. And if you guys were wondering why I used all clear tips on her nails for this set, it's because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm just going to put clear tips on all of your nails in case I want to do a clear nail, and then if I would have put a natural tip, then I wouldn't have been able to, and then I would have had to change my whole like design idea. So I just went ahead and put all clear tips. And I also did not use my e-file over, like blend it in all the way. It was also because I didn't know if I was going to leave any of the nails clear, and I didn't want there to be any like see-through scratches. So I just kind of blended it in down by the nail and just left the rest of the nail just clear, like not blended in. But the only bad thing that I like noticed about that was the red. It was kind of like, whenever I wanted to fade it down, you can see like it doesn't really want to fade down, so I had to like keep like working with it. I forgot to mention another thing that I really liked about this alpha brush was that it was so easy to make the acrylic around the cuticle look so flush. Like it just kind of just made it go onto the nail bed so perfect, and it didn't like look bulky at the cuticle area. And sometimes I have that problem with my other brush. I have to like make sure that I'm not like, I don't know, like I'm laying it down like correctly, like to where it doesn't look bulky. But with this brush, it just naturally made it so flush into the cuticle area. Okay, so I have a question and I need you guys to give me an answer. If I started selling my own nail tips, would you guys want to try them? Would you guys want to buy them? Let me know in the comments, because I kind of really want to do that, because I have people asking me all the time about nail tips. So please let me know what you guys think. after you apply all of your acrylic, your main goal is not to do so much filing because you've already done so much handwork. You really don't want to like overwork yourself and file way too much. So I always like lay my acrylic like to where I don't have to actually use my hand file so much. Now sometimes there are times whenever like for this flower now I had to use my e-file a lot because just have to get it like, you know, smooth and perfect, no bumps, no lumps. But other times it's like just a simple like let me like go around the cuticle area and just make sure like do a little like quick little go over the nail with the e-file. And also on my e-file I always use a fine drill bit. I don't like the way medium drill bits like I feel like they kind of leave scratches. I don't know, it could just be me. So I always use a fine one, and I feel like somehow the fine almost takes off more acrylic than the medium. I feel like the medium is just like too rough. I don't know, it could just be me. Okay, and I know you guys are going to be wondering why I'm not using my regular white little cuticle bit, and it's because I lost it. Okay, I think it went down my sink drain. I think it went down my sink drain, and I'm so upset. So I need to order a new one. But this works just fine. Honestly, the only reason why I don't like using this or like not okay, what's the other word? The other one that's not a safety bit. The other one. I don't like using those either because it could honestly be really easy to make rings of fire into your client's nail beds, and I don't want to do that, and you shouldn't want to do that either. So that's why I always just use like a ceramic cuticle bit, and then I can just know that I'm never going to leave a ring of fire. But since I lost my other one, I had to use this. But as you keep doing nails, you'll know how to control like where you're placing everything, so you'll know like that you're not giving your client a ring of fire. But if you're just careless and you're trying to hurry up, you're trying to just get ready like for the next client coming in, you're just rushing, you could leave a ring of fire, and you don't want to do that. So if you're going to be using these, make sure you take your time, make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. And if you're wondering where I got my mask, this is like a comic like book kind of mask. I got it from Etsy. I will try to find the link if I can, but I got it from Etsy. You can just look up manicure like mask or something, mouth mask, I don't know. But I got it from Etsy. It was like $15, $20, or $10. It was either one of those three. I don't know. I know I'm not really helpful, but it's really cute. I've had it for like 9 months, and whenever you have a mask and you keep putting it on your face and taking it off and putting it on your face and taking it off, it kind of stretches out. But once I wash it and then I dry it, it just shrinks back to its normal size. And then it just repeats the process again of stretching out. But you just have to keep washing your mask. Of course, you don't want to just keep wearing your mask and never wash it, because you could probably get pimples. So don't do that. Okay, so right here, I'm going to be going over it with this, like, to me, this is just like a smoothing tool for me, and it just makes me feel better about myself and about the nails I just did, just so I can know, like, there's no acrylic on the nail bed at all, and also just, smoothing it out. Whenever I first started doing nails, can you guys believe that this is the only gel bit that I would use? It used to take me forever to do nails. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, so this is just me like going around the cuticle again, just taking an extra precaution since I don't have my other cuticle bit. Okay, so I don't want you all to hate me, but I forgot to take an after video for these nails. So at the end, I just inserted like a little picture that I took for Instagram, and I think that's good enough because one time I didn't put an in video of the nails, and this lady was so mad in my comments, and I was like, you can just go look at my Instagram, like they're right there. But I just put that picture because I forgot, so I hope that's good enough for you guys.